All right, guys, in this video, I'm gonna teach you how to stop any dog from pulling on the leash. And if I can stop this giant dog from dragging me out this building, then I'm pretty sure that you guys can stop any dog from pulling on the leash. The first thing we're gonna talk about, guys, is not necessarily how to stop a dog from pulling, but something more important, why your dog is pulling. So I call it the stop it syndrome. So many dog owners wanna just stop their dog from barking, stop their dog from pulling, stop their dog from jumping. But what we need to do is we need to teach this dog how to walk nicely on the leash. That's the only way that this is gonna be sustainable. So yeah, we could stop him from pulling, but when I go outside or when I change directions or change environments, on cue, he's just gonna do this again. The most important thing for me, for my clients, is teaching the dog how to walk nicely. This is the essence of dog training. Stop doing this and start doing this. This is Stuart, he's a Newfoundland. We thought he would be perfect for this video. Outside of teaching the dog how to walk nicely, we have to talk about equipment, because equipment absolutely 100% matters. Right now, Stuart is on a flat collar, and the flat collar is not gonna be really safe for me to handle this dog with. He's way too big, he's way too strong, he's way too powerful. So if we move to the harness, it's the best way to teach this dog how to pull harder, pull faster, and have more leverage when he pulls, because harnesses were literally developed for dogs to pull on the leash safer. So I'm going to switch him from the flat collar to something called the prong collar. Now, you guys do not have to use the prong collar. It's just something that you guys can move to if you feel comfortable to save time. I've been training dogs for over a decade. For a dog this size or a heavy, strong pulling dog, the prong collar is gonna be the safest. Instead of the dog pulling on the flat collar and getting absolutely dragged and putting all the leverage on his throat, which I don't want because it's not safe for him, we're gonna be using the prong collar to distribute pressure more evenly so the dog doesn't pull and choke and pull you to the hospital, which so many big dogs have before. So I'll put the link of this prong collar in the description so you guys can check it out. So we're gonna put this on, and now we're gonna be talking about the tune-up or the calibration. So it's not just so much, hey, stop pulling on the leash. It's going to be teaching the dog how to follow you, teaching the dog how to be engaged with you, teaching the dog how to look at you and understand that you matter and what they're doing is inappropriate and they need to pay attention. So right now we have the safety clip on, which means if this prong collar pops off, you still have your dog. I have the No Bad Dog treat pouch, which has the built-in squeaker. And then I have this dog's favorite treats. So I'm just gonna let Big Stuart out. I'm gonna say his name, so you're gonna say your dog's name. Stuart, come. Yes, good. Now he's a freaking fan of food. So if your dog doesn't really care about food or pulls you, all you're gonna do is you're gonna pop that collar, you're gonna pop that leash when they get to the end of the leash, right here. So come out, pop, come. Yes, good. So what you wanna do is say the dog's name and tell him to come. So your dog comes out, Stuart, come. Yes, good boy. So what this does is it teaches the dog, if they turn around and come towards you, you're gonna pay them and you're gonna give them something they want. And if they don't, they're gonna get a little correction and a pop on the collar. So what this does for a really hard pulling dog is it takes them from this scraping, I gotta get to whatever I need to get to if you have a reactive dog, or just if you have a dog that just drags you around, to then turning around and going to you. So it takes the tunnel vision away from the dog. I wanna go to the post and pee. I wanna go react to this dog. This calibration, this tune-up, turns the dog around and gets them thinking about you, gets them looking at you, gets them engaged. Do this in a non-distracted environment. The reason why I want you guys to start in a non-distracted environment is because you're gonna be heavily distracted outside, birds, other dogs, people. So make sure that you do this calibration and you do this tune-up in a non-distracted, neutral environment where your dog isn't gonna be pulling you all over the place, especially when you're teaching anything new to a dog. Stuart, come out, come. Good, you do this calibration. Once the dog starts looking at you, staying engaged with you, now you're in really good shape. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna test the waters with some basic heel introduction. Okay, so I said at the beginning of this video, we're not gonna just stop the dog from pulling. That's not sustainable, it's a cheat code. It's probably not gonna work for you forever, which means we have to teach the dog the behavior we want them to do. Like right now, it's like, man, I really want this dog to put his butt on the ground. I really want him to put his butt on the ground. I could push him down, I could pull him up, I could do everything I could, or Stuart, sit. Good boy, good sit. He knows the word sit, so he's gonna put his butt on the ground. And if you guys can see here, you get a little extra drool because he likes these treats, but that's okay. We don't care that you're a slobbery boy. So we're gonna introduce the heel. It's very, very, very easy to do. Anybody can introduce the heel, and it's gonna stop your dog from pulling on the leash. Just kidding, it's going to teach the dog what we want them to do, making sure you guys are paying attention. We're gonna try to do this video as uncut and unedited as much as possible so you guys can see the full process, so you don't think oh, well, he's just doing that and there's all these editing going on in between and he's worked with the dog for 10 years. No. All right, dog's on the left side, you got your 4-foot leash. All you're gonna do, say the dog's name, tell him to heel, go into motion. Stuart, heel, walk forward. If the dog does that, just give him a little bit of pressure. Now we're gonna do an inside turn. Good heel. Inside turn. Stop, sit. Yes, good sit. Then we're gonna pay the dog for sitting. So he's doing really, really well, mainly because he's big, it's warmer out, he's hot and bothered. If your guys' dog is pulling you all over the place and not paying attention, all I want you to do is go 1, 2, 3, stop. Stuart, heel, 1, 2, 3, yes, good heel, stop, pay the dog. Stuart, heel, 1, 2, 3, stop, pay the dog. Bigger dogs, they tend to be calmer, especially when it's hot out and they're tired and they're hungry. You get a dog that's kind of all over the place and doing all these things I talked about before, do 1, 2, 3, stop and pay. 1, 2, 3, stop and pay. Use your inside leg, guys. Use your body to manipulate and to capture where you want the dog to go. So if your dog is constantly here, let's say we're here and we're looking at mom right now, we're focused here. If I'm constantly trying to turn and I'm running into this dog right here, I'm going, oh, like this. Use a little bit of back pressure, turn into the dog. Okay, Stuart, sit. Good sit. Nice job. Stuart, heel, I move forward. Inside turn. Good heel. Inside turn. Good. Stuart, sit. Good. So now this is introducing the heel command, guys. Now, if any point in time the dog pulls you, the dog puts pressure on this leash, they are going outside of the heel. And the heel, just so you guys know, to give you context, is the dog walking at your heels. The dog's feet are at your heels. Gotta do this little dance so you guys remember. The dog's feet at your heels. So if any point in time the dog goes boom, 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 again, Stuart's doing really, really, really well. So it makes it look easy. But as you guys are going forward, heel, you come out. If the dog pulls, just like that actually, a little bit of pressure. Heel. One tip that I tell people all the time that they forget to do, slow your butt down. All dog trainers and all dog owners, they just run around this room and the dog's running around with them and the dog's now pulling them all over the place. I'm like, look, if you're learning how to drive, don't go fast, slow down, okay? So let's wrap all this together. Dog's gonna start here. We have our treats, we have our engagement, we have our drool, we have our 4-foot leash, we have our safety clip, we have our prong collar for the safest control over the dog. Say the dog's name. Stuart, heel, 2, 3. Inside turn, 1, 2, 3. Inside turn, okay? Now, one missing piece here that I'm not doing, that we're gonna start doing and implementing now, is telling the dog good heel. How is the dog supposed to know what the heel command is if I don't say good heel? All I say is heel. Okay. I don't really know what that is. The way to capture that behavior and teach the dog the behavior is Stuart, heel, good heel. Well, you're just being such a good boy. Heel. Yeah, this guy is a cakewalk with this introduction to the heel. Heel. Where you guys see he has the potential to pull pretty hard. So he's giving us a little bit of breaks here. Give the dog a little bit of pressure. Good. Sit. Good sit. It doesn't matter where your dog is at, how big they are, how small they are, how anxious they are, how aggressive they are, how reactive they are. The foundation and the steps that I'm going over in this video will single-handedly help you stop any dog from pulling on the leash. Making sure you guys are paying attention. We're not stopping the dog from pulling on the leash. We're teaching the dog the heel command. I want the dog to know what we want them to do versus stop what they're doing. This is the fundamentals. Teach your dog how to look at you, heel. Teach your dog how to pay attention to you with the tune-up. Tell the dog, good heel, Stuart. Good heel. Tell the dog, sit. Good. Reset. Okay, break. Last but certainly not least in this video, because it's all we have time for today, is the break command. If you're gonna teach your dog how to walk nicely on the leash, it's a mandatory thing to teach your dog the break command. So what that means, Stuart, foos, heel. Whatever language you guys want to use. Heel. Opie. Good. Heel. Okay. So now we're heeling. The dog's walking nice. Good heel. Okay, Stuart, break. Now he can be a dog. Now he can break. Guys, it's essential. If we're going to tell our dogs what they can and can't do on the leash, we absolutely need to tell them, now you can be a dog. Now you can sniff. Now you can go over here. Now you can go over here. But the break command means do what you want, be what you want, be wherever you want. But there are rules. Just because you're in recess and you're not necessarily doing math homework does not mean you can hit Timmy or Tommy with a rock and yell and scream at them in their face and all that stuff. These are just some of the things that you guys can do to stop any dog from pulling on the leash no matter what. And again, if you guys are more interested, you say, oh wow, these tips are great. I want to go to the next level. I want to know all of the things that you need to do with a dog that's going to drag you everywhere. I just came out with a new course. It's called Master the Walk. You can click the link below. It tells you all the details. Check it out. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. We put videos out every single Saturday, helping you guys out. Have been doing it for years. Thank you for the support. Thank you for watching. Talk to you next time. Peace.